Hey guys, welcome to our show about political subcultures. Today, let's take a deeper look into another political subculture that sprung up from the deep parts of the internet. Feminist, Monarcho, Primitivism. Yeah, this rather long name represents a very niche subculture. That does sound very long and complicated, so let me try and break it down for you. I guess the term feminist makes it pretty obvious that they believe women have been oppressed by men. As men have been in power throughout history, that makes them the creators of our current form of capitalism. As you can tell, this subculture really isn't a big fan of capitalism. No wonder they're such radical feminists. They blame men for the situation we're in right now. So, let's get back to the main issue, capitalism. Political tensions are growing all across the world, and the realities of climate change cannot be ignored. Their solution to overcome this issue leads us to their preferred way of living, primitivism. As for how to obtain this way of living, feminist, monarch, or primitivists have different ideas floating around. Some think accelerationism is the way to get there, which basically means to accelerate capitalism until it breaks down. Others believe society should slowly start deindustrializing until the point civilization becomes unnecessary. Now, you might ask yourself, wasn't there that monarcho thing? How does that fit into this? Well, feminist, monarch, or primitivists aren't delusional. They're well aware of the fact that humanity can't just stop and start from scratch. So why not try a pre-existing framework? Good old monarchy. This means that while in the end they do acknowledge some kind of authority, they're not intending on repeating society's previous mistakes. This means that men won't be positioned in places of power again, but women will be the ones to rule over the new primitivist queendoms. For them, feminine power is associated with creation and care, which is better suited to their political and economical systems. I mean, their arguments for monarchy don't just come from nowhere. Let's take for example their patron Isabella I of Castile, who somehow became Queen of Spain and led the country to becoming one of the major powers in Europe. Of course, she's not the only badass queen. There's also Queen Elizabeth I and Queen Mary of Scots. Although the feminist monarcho-primitivists are in favor of a system ruled by a woman, they don't exclude men or their qualities from their society. In fact, their society is very inclusive, being open to both non-binary and LGBTQ+ people. In their fight against capitalism, they see most forms of anarchism as their allies, and obviously eco-feminists share the same mindset as well. The political right of the status quo, though, isn't really part of their friend circle, and neither are communists, who are in battle with their primitivist ideas. So, these ideas are all well and good, but how do they want to make sure people integrate into this society? The institution of education should get a major makeover to become more in line with the primitivist way of learning. So, got a bit lost there? Well, let's try to make their political stance a bit clearer using our political compass. As you can see, it's actually quite hard to place it on a traditional political compass. So while they're rather left-leaning and libertarian compared to some other subcultures, they're not quite as libertarian as primitivists in general. They do have a monarchical ruler after all. And as you can see from this 8-value diagram, they end up being quite centrist because of the unique contrasting views they hold. So there you go. Hope this gave you a bit more of insight into the feminist monarch or primitivist system. But if you want to know more, maybe check out their Instagram page. So thank you guys for watching. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and share the video. And if you have any more ideas for a next video, let us know.